Good evening, I'm Chris Emmett, and this is WBOC News at 6. Well, a developing story out of Delaware. A Sussex County man is in police custody following an incident in Laurel. Delaware State Police say they responded to a welfare complaint in Laurel Village. Well, the heat, it's oppressive and overwhelming for much of the country. People here on Delmarva are doing their best to handle the heat. As WBOC's Kayla Ayers tells us, from snow cones to water bottles, it was a battle staying cool in Ocean City. In entertainment news tonight, one of the biggest musical events in the country kicked off in Chicago, and it's bringing artists and fans together from all over the world. That's the sound of Lollapalooza, the three-day musical experience in Chicago's Grant Park. This year's festival headlines Eminem, the Foo Fighters, and Coldplay. It's estimated that the musical weekend will rake in about $85 million for Chicago's economy. I don't know about you, but I stayed in all day watching football, so the rain didn't bother me too much.
Yeah, surprise. I'm sure
somebody's got to do it.
I'm sure many people across Delmarva were doing the same thing, so I guess a good day to kick off the NFL season, right?
Any football day is a good day.
Right.
The U.S.'s credit rating took a hit Friday. Standard & Poor's lowered the country's score to AA+. The move was made after a promising July jobs report and just days after a debt ceiling deal was reached in Washington. Making headlines tonight, President Obama called his top commanders in Afghanistan, expressing his condolences for the 30 American lives lost when a U.S. Army helicopter was shot down. Sunday, crews worked to recover the remains, while a half world away, families of the fallen troops are planning funerals. Drew Levinson reports from New York.
The pain from the deadliest day.
Well, rumors are flying that Miley Cyrus and her ex Liam Hemsworth are back on. Last month, the couple announced they had split. But yesterday, the duo reunited in Los Angeles. At least one part of the U.S. government is shut down tonight, the Federal Aviation Administration. This after lawmakers failed to resolve a dispute over cuts to rural airports. As a traveler, officials say the FAA shutdown won't affect you. However, management at the Salisbury Regional Airport says grant approval and reimbursements for the Salisbury Taxiway project will be delayed. The toll in dual attacks in Norway keeps rising. At least 92 people are dead today. Police say the gunman had more than 90 minutes to shoot up a youth camp before a SWAT team arrived. At least 84 people were killed, some of them teenagers. Police say the suspect is a 32-year-old Norwegian man, and he is also responsible for a powerful car bomb near a government building in central Oslo. Shaken survivors recalled their desperate effort to get away from the man dressed as a policeman. Moody's and Fitch, the two other major credit rating agencies, have both maintained their AAA rating on U.S. debt. Countries that still have the high AAA rating are Britain, Canada, France, and Germany. Well, the highly anticipated July unemployment report released this week was better than many economists expected, but there's still a long way to go before everyone who wants to work can find work. Here's a look at the people behind those statistics. Job seekers began lining up early at this job fair in a Virginia suburb. They came to hand out resumes and line up interviews in the hopes of getting hired.
Hi, how are you? Hi, I'm Ted Koblick.
Ted Koblick, nice to meet you, sir. I mean, this is more or less what we're looking for. Just people that want to be superstars.
Right. Well, I appreciate you're looking for a superstar because I feel like I am one.
I love it.
I got 28 years experience actually in sales and marketing.
People like 52-year-old Ted Koblick, a salesman who lost his job in April.
I need to find something right away.
The U.S. economy added 117,000 jobs last month. More than economists expected, but not enough to bring down the unemployment rate. It fell just 0.1% to 9.1%. Koblick is one of the 13.9 million people who are unemployed. He spends up to 12 hours a day looking for work. Koblick and his family are living on savings and his unemployment check, but his daughter starts college later this month, and he says he's got until October 1st to find a job so he can keep paying the bills.
I worry about losing this house, how to sell a car or whatever, so just gotta keep pressing on and do the best we can.
While Koblick remains optimistic, there is cause for concern. The number of people who have been out of work for 6 months or more is at record levels, at more than 6 million.
When you think in terms of the millions of people who are unemployed, it's a question of how fast you want to put them back to work. So, you know, we could run 300,000 jobs for a couple of years and not put everybody back to work, even with 300,000 per month.
Back at the job fair, 23-year-old Sabrina Almodovar, who graduated from college in May, isn't surprised it's taking her a while to find a good job.
I don't think I'm fazed too much about it, even though the job market is that much worse, just because I've always expected it for it to be hard.
President Obama has proposed an extension of the payroll tax credit and unemployment insurance to put more money in people's pockets and kickstart consumer spending. He also wants Congress to pass free trade agreements to help spur job growth, but none of these things can happen until lawmakers return in September. Well, hard economic times cause everyone stress and anxiety, but coming up in your Health Beat, a new study shows there's one particular segment of the population that is far more stressed than others. That's next on WBOC News at 11.